Greetings, dear viewers. I hope you are keeping well and safe. I wish to introduce to you in this first broadcast of GPET by Birds of a Feather about our organization, our aim, mission, and so on. So, what is GPET by Birds of a Feather? So, I wish to simplify this to our group firstly and tell about our very brief history. So, GPET by Birds of a Feather was founded by the Birds of a Feather group, as said in the trademark name itself, and it was established in the year of 2020, as I recall, in the month of September, by the 6 founding fathers of the organization. So, initially, when we began the proceedings of this organization, we had 6 members, 6 founding fathers, as I would say. So, 5 of them were children, one of them, our supervisor, was an adult. So, this is a youth organization, I would say, run by children. So, it could be one of the first. So, it is a small organization, it is not a large one, it is not a very popular one. So, we have just began very recently and we haven't reached a peak of developing success, so developing popularity. So we are still in that peak of developing and getting ourselves known within our friends, family, and so on. So our aim is quite simple, but it's universal. It's one aim, but it's universal because it is to unify the world with the weapons of humanity, creativity, as well as unification. So we wish to use these weapons, creativity, humanity, to shape the world, to better the world. So we wish to impact the world in our own unique way. We don't have uniform ways of uniformity, we have different ways, we have our own ways. So as children, we wish to lay our impact to the world, to prove that we can devise methods. So through the use of education, by acquiring knowledge and education, using these very tools, so we also encourage education within our organization. Our content is 100% and pure educational, so you can gain a knowledge based learning from the content of our organization. So the foundation we wish to lay is, we first wish to start the instillment of a youth organization. Then we wish to act upon the global issues that the world is trifled with by using our creativity, by using our own abilities to devise methods through the use of education, as I stated before, to better the world, to develop it, to make sure it flourishes to a more hopeful future. And whether this is done from the smallest impact, we hope, or rather from a small effort, it could still be a sizable impact. And I hope going forward we can lay a strong foundation for the uprising of the world and the society alike, and for individual countries. GPET was founded right here in Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka itself could use some developing, I believe, and we wish to also instill a strong sense of goodwill and a strong sense of commitment toward this project. So that is our main aim, our overall aim. But to sum it up in this form, you may not get the full picture or the complete picture, but I hope from our upcoming content you can gain a better idea upon the impact, the type of impact, the type of effort we wish to lay or put out into the world to bring about a change that youth can make an impact, a change that age has no definition. With knowledge, with education, that whether you're a youth or you're a senior, you can make an impact. We also wish to instill that not just youth, but even though we're a youth organization at heart, we were formed by children originally, and still this is run by children at the moment. We wish to instill the ideal that even old people, that even seniors can make an impact, that the youth can make an impact, that age overall and in general sense cannot influence one's quality of work or influence one's quality of impact. That is dependent on their level of education, knowledge, and creativity. And I believe if they can improve those aspects, then one can lay a strong foundation even at the young age of 7 years old. It's possible. You just need to develop your brain, your knowledge, your education. Those are the main aspects. So that is what GPET also wishes to acquire and develop along this journey we have instilled or taken. Therefore, I wish to conclude this first broadcast by saying, more than our impact, more than the foundation we lay, I believe it is you, the viewers, our supporters, that will truly take this project forward. Make sure that it flourishes forward. Because the moment you consume our content, the moment you refer to our content, and you apply it in a real world aspect, then only has GPET truly acquired its achievement. The achievement of reforming, changing the world by the steps that people take to do so. That is the basic fundamental way in which the world can easily change or reform itself to a greater height. So, you are the change that the world needs, not us. We deliver and you execute the change, that ideal and ideology of change. So I invite each and every one of you to visit our website and our Instagram, which the links are there in our about page. You can find those and refer to those at that placement. So that is the invitation I give you all at this point to support us, and I hope that you can gain a good educational experience from this project, from this organization, and that no matter the mistakes, we will make mistakes along the way. I believe there's an immense amount of mistakes I made in this video in terms of language and so on, but as years pass by and as the years progress, we will hopefully develop, we will flourish, we will change, and that will be through adaptation. So I finally conclude this by saying, wherever you are in the world, that it's not just GPET, there are other institutions, and you yourself can lay a strong foundation of change on an individual basis, on an individual level. It depends on your willpower and your sense of commitment to the world, to your nation. I believe that we must believe in the gain and return back policy, as I call it, that once we gain something, whether it be education, we must give it back. We must deliver to society, and that we must deliver to the world, to your nation, the country you came from, as a social service. And it's actually basic, because humanity is formed by helping each other, by unification. The term humanity is a collective term. It's a collective term because it represents each and every human being, regardless of their nationality, race, culture, ethnicity. It could be anything. Those segregative terms and segregative definitions don't apply to the term humanity, because it's one collective term, one fixed term. So, I believe I've transgressed this broadcast long enough. So, be the change you wish to see in the world. Another famous quote by Mr. Gandhi. So be the change you wish to see in the world, and I hope GPET by Birds of a Feather Group can also be the change we wish to see in the world. This is only the beginning, but as we continue our proceedings, we hope to grow larger, and we hope to grow more successful, and hopefully grow to be more helpful to the world. Thank you.